board. All right, you guys. Well, welcome to our first Move into Leadership. This is our August new group, so welcome, welcome. I was just wanting to share that when you watch this again and again, take notes, but also you're going to be touching base with your director every Wednesday. So make sure to write down notes, write down questions throughout the week as you come across them, or send messages, those kind of things, so that we can really help you make the most of this. But I will be sending you the replay, so just be ready for that either tonight or in the morning. But yeah, so we are going to get started, but we are going to be launching from this because I don't know about you guys, but does everybody have enough bookings that they can't have anymore? No, I didn't think so. So what we're gonna do, we're going to actually be starting this off with a, I don't know if I'm going to call it sunshine or summertime, but we're going to do a booking blitz. We have things that we've tried before, but what this is this is a time that you guys are going to really be dedicated to getting your calendar where you want it. Because if your personal business is strong, then you can focus more on helping others and getting your team where you want it. So having your own calendar full not only helps you feel more consistent, feels more, like you're in control of your business, that you are, continually going to be growing. So bookings are the lifeblood of our business. So we're going to be really starting that off this week with that booking blitz. So be watching for that. And then what we want you guys to do is every time you get a booking, you're going to come back in and tag someone else to go get one. So hopefully we have tons of posts with lots of people getting bookings. You don't have to wait to be tagged. You just have to be getting your own bookings to get your calendar where you want it. I'm not sure where you guys, how many you want each month. I personally want 4 bookings a week, 4 virtual parties a week. Some people want 4 a month, some want 4 every other, so 2 every week. Whatever is your personal goal, I want you to stretch just a little bit, because this next month, this is kind of your grow month. So you want to make sure that you're pushing it a little further than you're comfortable with, because in that way, you're going to see the growth. You're going to see yourself getting more bookings that will help you to propel the new fall season to be really strong. So if you want, 2 a week, go for 3, that kind of idea. So that's something you're going to be looking at, and I'm going to be tagging all of you guys that are here, because you guys are, we're going to say, the core that's going to be really, really utilizing this and growing your business right now. So I'm going to be tagging all of you. So your goal is to get bookings. So no matter if you don't want to, be a director this month or next, it is just strong business. Being a consultant, it's all about bookings. So that's the main thing. But being in this group, I know you guys do want to promote to director. So that is where we're going to start, is that point. But this first session, we are going to be talking about bookings and recruiting away from your parties. We will get into booking them at your party, but this week is all about recruiting away from your party. That's why the booking blitz is really important, because it's not people in your shows. It's how can you find people that aren't in your parties to get parties booked. So we'll be talking more about that, and then recruiting, not in your shows, because our template already has the verbiage built in for recruiting and bookings. So now we're going to help you think outside that box and how to get those. One of the things that we do want to do is I'm going to share with you what our agenda is. So we're starting with the blitz. We're going to be also creating vision boards. And so vision boards are something that really do help you see your goal, continue to work towards your goal, and to really have that excitement and drive for what you're doing. How many of you already have vision boards? So Renee, Patty, Christy, Pamela. Okay, so Renee, tell us about yours. Oh, Michelle, I know she does. She's always on top of that. Renee, what do you have on your vision board?
So mine, I started at the beginning of the year, kind of prior to Pampered Chef, but it aligned itself without me even knowing it. Mostly it was because I was still in my other job. So it was kind of like it was more about how much I wanted to make, what I wanted to do, how I saw myself. So it was a little bit of self-reflecting, and literally I can now go and see how many of those things are actually kind of manifesting in a different way. It's awesome. You know, I even put some travel on there, and I know we're in the middle of COVID, but it's not to say that that's not going to happen. But it's just different, a different, you know, way of looking at how it's going to happen. But yeah, when I look at it all the time, it really, and it was a lot of words of affirmation too on my board.
And we will be giving you those. So you'll be going over that next week and the week after, more words of affirmation of positive talk. So that's where you'll be adding these things to your vision board. So first, your vision board, we're going to have in the group, we'll have some pictures of people that already have theirs. We're not going to be going into vision board right now on the call, but I did want to have you guys be aware that you will be building your own. We will give you some examples and then kind of talk about what you're going to want on there. So be looking for that. That will be some homework for you to do. Because if you have a vision and a drive and excitement of what you really, really want, that's what we put into place to help you reach those. And like Renee was saying, they manifest themselves. When you work on one goal, the next ones start to happen. And then, yeah, it's pretty cool. Patty, we did at our Christmas party last year. Remember that? We had everybody write down what they wanted to achieve by conference. And so she wrote them down, and I think all but one, or did all of them?
All but one.
All but one have happened. So, and that's just in 7 months. So it really makes a difference when you write them down and see them. So,
yeah.
Okay, so speaking of Patty, I actually asked her to give a little testimonial today because she just promoted to director. So the 31st, I mean, it was bam, down to the wire, and she did it in 3 weeks, you guys. So pretty excited that if you set your mind to something, you can make it happen right away. So I just want her to just kind of share a little bit with you, and then we're going to continue on.
My notes over here. No, I just wanted to share that when I first started, I kind of had that feeling of I knew I wanted to do more, but I wasn't going to push myself to do more. I was just going to kind of go with the flow and see what happens. And then life kind of hit me like a brick wall. And then we moved out here from California. We moved out here to Wisconsin. And for whatever reason, I just sat down and said, okay, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this now. And then after talking to Shelly, it was creating a plan, putting in realistic goals, meeting each goal, working hard, and like being persistent. And it just all started to fall into place. And I did it scared to death. I literally just, Shelly told me to do something, I did it. If it didn't work, I tried something else, but I just kept going and going and going. And when it came down to the wire, making sure I had everything I needed to have, it was, you know, hitting my screen on the computer going refresh, 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 just to make sure that I had what I needed. But I mean, the basic thing for me to say is set a goal, dream big, but then make realistic little ones that you can reach. And then when you reach one, reward yourself. I mean, you're doing a really, really good job, and it's hard. It's not easy. It's not just going to happen. Well, sometimes it does, but those things are not happen often. And then you get like little presents like Sherry or Patricia, you know, or Jody that kind of just happen the way that they're supposed to happen. But just surround yourself with this group of amazing women and gentlemen, and listen to what they have to say and then put it into place for yourself. Because, I mean, you can do this. I was one of those people that, you know, you come into something and you look at other people and you go, I'm never going to be that. I can't do that. And then when it happened for me, I was like, oh, little me, I did that. You know, and it was fun and it's exciting. And now I want more. You know, once you get that bug, trust me, you're going to want more. And you just keep going and trusting yourself, and you can do it. I promise you can do it, because believe me, if I can do it with everything that just happened in my life, anybody can do it. They really can. And we're all here to help. Everybody. Believe me, everyone, at any time of day.
You're all here to support and cheer you on, no doubt.
Yeah, but it's worth it. It really is worth it. And then you're proud of yourself after you accomplish something like that.
Amen. Yes. And and not only helping other people, but the perks that come with it.
Oh, yes. Yeah. I mean, the perks are wonderful, and I still am getting perks, but it's kind of like my team name. My team name is Pay It Forward. And I feel like this was a gift, and I want to make sure that other people have this gift. because it is definitely changing my life, and I want someone else in a situation where they need this and it changes their life. So that's why I do this.
Yes. Oh, that is so exciting. I just think that's so cool. So thank you for sharing. I know many others on this call are thinking the same thing, that it is really a gift that we can offer and it can change lives. And so that's what you're seeing happening. And
Yeah.
thank you for sharing. Yes. But so for those of you on here, promoting to director, do you guys know what you need in order to promote to director? And you guys can unmute yourself. It's totally fine, unless you have background music. Scott?
I think 2 recruits and $4,000 a month.
Is for promoting to director?
Yes, I'm not sure.
That would be, that's my personal goal every month. So you got that down, yeah. For your team to promote to director, it's 5 on your team. 5 on your team.
I know.
Team grand total sales with yours included is 5,000. So 5 and 5,000, it keeps it kind of consistent with the 5s. So when you have that, that's when it happens. And it all has to happen in the same month. And everybody needs to have at least 150 in sales minimum per consultant on your team. So 5 people, all active, and 5,000 team sales. That's why having your bookings secured in the month that you want to promote, because then you're not worried about making sure you hit the sales. That's just kind of come on its own. And then you're helping your team get their bookings and to get their launch parties and their parties set up and that kind of thing. Your director is going to be helping you with your new recruits. So just know that when you recruit someone, it's not up to you to coach and guide them. Is there just kind of support and say, hey, congratulations, what are you working on? I'm doing this, what are you doing? But with the coaching and helping them set up parties and to do those things, that's where your director is going to be helping you. So your focus is bookings and recruiting right now.
Thank God.
Kelly, okay, I can do this.
Because I'm like, I got my first recruit today. I'm like, I'm kind of like, yeah, but I mean, I didn't say this in so many words, but I was like, yeah, I really don't know what to tell you because I'm pretty much as clueless as you are.
Yep. And when you start brand new, that's the thing. It's like, I don't know. I'm doing this. They told me to do this. This is what I'm doing. And that's how it all rolls, is we all are coaching. You do your virtual parties, you use the guide, use rinse and repeat. So it's all the same of us doing our shows and reaching out to people. So you keep going, Kelly.
That's how I ended up as director.
Huh?
That's how I ended up as director. Kelly said, okay, I need one more. Okay, this is all you need to do. And I just like, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So do I refer Robin over to you?
Yeah, if she needs help.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely.
And then what's a really good idea, you guys, as you recruit, do a 3-way messenger group with you, your director, and your new recruit. So that way it's kind of like your little subgroups, so that way they can really be helping. What questions do you have? Here's a great thing to do. They should go do this today. It'll just be those little tasks that help, get them going in the right place. So start that with Robin and you and Renee, Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
Start the little messenger group so you guys can be like, hey, that kind of thing.
Okay.
And here's something else that I think will really,
Three-way conversations and the little prompts from your director do 2 things. It helps them see that there's a bigger community, that's a village that's there for them. But you included in that conversation helps solidify you as their leader, right? And because you're part of that conversation. That's one reason we just don't pass them off. Or pass them up, so to speak, but you need to be part of that because you're going to learn, and the next one you're going to need less support, and by the 5th one you got this. Rinse and repeat.
Yeah, exactly, because it's the same information shared over and over. And that's what like Pamela was saying, is that you'll hear what Renee's going to say with the first recruit and how to respond to questions, and then the next one you're like, oh, I know what she's going to say. And then you'll just start getting, oh yeah, I know how to do, I know it's next. So that's exactly right. Every recruit, it gets more comfortable for you. And then by the time you're like, nope, I'm good. Yeah. So that's where we want you guys to start right away. And here's one thing I was going to say, and before I lose my train of thought, when you're promoting to director, how we say you need 5 recruits on your team, they do not all have to come from you. So you recruited Robin, but she recruits someone, and then you recruit someone else and they recruit someone. And then so it could be a team effort to get to directorship. They do not all have to come from you alone. So that's where it makes it very doable that you can promote to director very quickly.
Oh, yeah. So if Robin signs up somebody under her, that counts as your team.
Yeah. So that would be 2 recruits. You recruited 1 and she recruited 1. Now you've got 2.
Okay.
So each one reach.
All right.
That's what we should be doing. Everybody, each one reach one. Your team will grow really quickly when you have that mindset that who are you going to start with? Who would be fun to do this with? Because really it's fun to learn right along with someone and kind of share ideas that you learned. And so everybody that signs up is like, who would you want to work with? Who would have fun with this? And who do you think would, be good for this? So yeah, so that's the main requirements, is that your team needs to have 5,000 sales altogether with you included, 5 active, all in the same month. So if August is your go month, it's 5 recruits. You could do them all this month, 5,000 team sales, everybody with sales in you're golden. You are a director. So that's one of the things, is if that's what you're working on this month, which I think most of you are, is that's what we're going to do. We're going to walk side by side with you, link arms, help you every step of the way. So that way you really are feeling more confident knowing that no matter who you talk to, you've got someone there to, bounce the questions off of, send the screenshots of what people have said, and we can help you with those responses too. But as Pampered Chef, as leaders, we don't work to minimums. That's why we don't want our sales just to be the 750 as a consultant. We want to make sure that we have a full schedule. And I definitely encourage you to have, like Scott was saying, 4,000 sales for yourself. That is going to make sure that you are in a good spot. Not only are you going to have a fabulous paycheck, for one, but you're going to have the sales and you're going to have the future business to continue that growth, to continue your sales. Does that make sense? Yeah. Patty? Yeah?
Yes.
Good? All
Sorry,
right.
I'm just trying to help read question.
Oh, okay. Okay, so those are pretty much the requirements that we wanted to chat with you about, is that we are going to set your goal for that and who you're talking to and who else can you think of. So right away, you want to start making a list of people that you would love to work with, past hosts that you have talked to that you want to follow up with, family, friends, guests that you were rock stars in your parties that you want to go back and ask again. So start a list of people that you want to reach out to and ask. Yeah, so that's one thing. Anybody have anything that they want to add to that? Yeah. All right, well, cool.
Hi, Shelly.
Yeah, Holly.
Sorry, I had to safely unmute. You mentioned 750. Is our minimum 750 or is it 1,000 now?
750 as directors to be paid as a director.
Okay. All right.
1,000 is the company incentives. So I would just say, yeah, 1,000. Yeah. Don't even put 750 in your head. 1,000.
Okay.
That's easier.
All
So
right. I wanted to make sure on that.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. So in your first 90 days, do you guys know about the fast track rewards that recruiting has for you? Raise your hand if you're in your first 90 days. I know Christy, Sherry, Trish, Kelly, who else do we have? Yeah, we have Trish there, Lucinda. Thank you, Pamela, for putting that in the chat. And I think everybody else is good. But so here's one thing, is in your first 90 days, Pampered Chef has benefits for you that you can earn, your rewards that you can earn along with your commission. So you're going to be not only getting those Pampered Chef products that you can earn, but you can get Pampered Chef, you can get cash, not Pampered Chef dollars. You can get $100 cash per consultant that you recruit. Okay. And when you promote to director in your first 90 days, they're going to give you $500 cash bonus. It's just added right to your paycheck. So that's just like, good job, high five. And so when you keep that for 3 months in a row, you get another $500 bonus. So it's just, these perks are incredible. And so having this in your first 90 days really, really is something we don't want you to pass up. We don't want you to get out of your 90 days and go, oh man, why did I do that? So if it's on the table, take it. Don't leave anything on the table because I don't want you to regret that. And we have a couple people, Patty, go ahead, share.
I was gonna say, I regret that. So anyone that I talk to now, I'm like, just do the 90 days. Do your fast track. Don't leave the free products. Don't leave the cash. Don't leave anything behind. Take whatever they're willing to give you.
Yeah. Yeah, because you guys aren't in this alone. You're going to be doing that, helping, like we were talking about. Your recruits are going to be part of our organization, part of our family, so that you aren't alone in promoting. You are always with this big family here that's always got your back, and they're helping you. So if you're scared, that's a good thing. If you're uncomfortable, yeah, do it scared, because when you're uncomfortable, that's when growth happens. That's when the change happens and you see the magic. So yeah, we're here to help you guys with that. Every month you meet your personal sales and your personal team requirements. You are going to be able to earn 3% override more on your sales and your team sales. So that 3%, you guys, is an automatic as a director that you get that when you hit those requirements. So bonus, yay, bonus overrides. 3%, you get 50 Pampered Chef dollars after your 90 for every recruit. So in your first 90, it's $100 cash, you guys. Take it and run, because it's better than having the 50 Pampered Chef dollars. To commemorate your promotion, you'll receive a silver necklace with a rhinestone of a red one in that. So you'll be getting that, Patty. Michelle, you'll be getting that. Michelle promoted last month also. I don't know if Leticia's here, but she also promoted last month. So
I just got mine.
Renee, you got yours?
Mm-hmm.
It's cool. I love that necklace. And it sits really pretty. So that way you can always wear it. Yeah. And then you also get 250 Pampered Chef dollars your first time director promotion. So besides the $500 cash, you guys, you're getting $250 Pampered Chef dollars. Did you know that?
I did not.
A lovely box will arrive, or two, and you might be confused about what it is, but it's your free product.
You get all the new fall products that just came out. They show up to your door. Here you go. All the new stuff. Yeah, that's going to be showing up to you guys when you promote.
Which box is which? So we'll see.
You what?
I just got another box today, so I can't figure out.
Free for all.
Free for all arrived today.
Free for all came today.
For all.
A little yellow note in there that'll explain this is your free for all.
Yeah.
And it's still yet to come.
Yes.
Yeah. So cool, huh? And then also, once you guys promote to director, so tomorrow I'm going to make sure you guys all have the post. We have a North American director call, and there's spotlight training calls. So as a new director, you are part of these director calls for the whole company. So you are privy to all the information before the consultants know about it. That's tomorrow. So I'm going to send you guys after this, all the directors, I'm going to put it into the group so you guys get to be part of that special call with the home office. I'm going to go, and the next little section, Pamela, I'm going to do you want to do the mindset for us after I do this?
Sure.
Okay, so what to expect during our director bounce. So now that you guys are part of this, we call it move into leadership. You'll hear it called other things, but director bound is what Dash titles this. I like move into leadership because you could move into senior consultant, team leader, then in director, then into advanced director and on. So leadership is encompassing everybody that's promoting. So we are going to be doing weekly sessions to help you strengthen your skills and learn from other participants. So that's today. Every Monday at 6:30 is this Zoom call. Same link every week. So just keep that handy. Like I was saying, every Wednesday you're going to do a check-in call. And that's to kind of celebrate your wins, discuss solutions to anything that you may be getting, in the way of your success. You're like some, speed bumps that may be coming up. You want to make sure that anything that's happening, don't hold off and wait till Wednesday if it's something that's kind of holding you back. You ask right away. Don't wait, because I don't want you to be held up by 2 days if it happens tonight, or tomorrow you wait for what? No. Wednesday is just our little check-in that we have planned. But throughout the whole week, you guys are welcome. Text me, message me, call me, your director or myself, because that's what we want to do is help you keep moving forward. You're going to be able to network with other participants in small groups, which help you to learn the skills and habits that will help strengthen your personal business. So this little group here, you guys, you're really focused on growing, and we're going to help you with that. Here's what we'll expect from you. You ready? You want to book a full party schedule. So the idea is to have you push yourself further than you're willing. 4 and 1, you guys have heard of that? 4 and 1, every 4 you add 1 more. So that is every 4 parties. So if you're doing the follow-up calls or follow-up messages, if you're using the guide, that would result in 1 recruit every 4 parties. So if you're doing 4 shows every week, that will be 4 recruits by the end of the month. And that's if you're following the guide and using it as it is. And it's proven it is, you can talk to people in the group here, directors, every 4 they're adding 1 more. So we are encouraging you to do that, 4 parties every week. It's a little push, but it is actually something that, since you have the guide, since you have the templates, it's just a copy paste. And if you're using Post My Party, it's running on its own. So doing 4 is not any harder than doing 1. You just know you're going to get better results because you've got more that you're talking to and people that you can follow up with. Be willing to share the business opportunity with people. That's something that we're going to be expecting from you, because, like, you know, we all will say this over and over and over. This truly is a gift, and this will bless other people's lives. And it's selfish not to offer the opportunity. So if you put your own fears in the way of what you think they're going to say, you're missing out and taking that gift away from someone. So give them the opportunity to just say no. Because if you don't ask, the answer's already no. But if you ask, you could be very surprised with, like, maybe or yes. And you're like, oh my gosh, now what do I say? And that's where you send screenshots so that we help you with those answers. So share the business opportunity with everybody. Participate in our weekly calls and 15-minute check-ins on Wednesday. So that's what our expectation is of you during this month. Does anybody have any questions about that? Lucinda, I don't know, are you trying to talk to us? I don't know. It doesn't look like you're muted, but I don't know if you have a question. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna actually move on to another segment that I love doing this part. It's our mindset moment, and we're gonna have one every single week. It just helps you put yourself in the right mindset for what we're doing. And so I'm gonna have Pamela take over and take this section for us.
So I don't have the notes. It's belief triangle, right? Can you hear me? Shelly, it's belief triangle, right?
I'm gonna send this to you right now, my friend.
Provide some of those opportunities to have mindset moments. And we're going to think about a time where you stretched yourself, a time where you reached maybe beyond what you thought you could. For me, if I think back on those first moments when you're handed that slippery little baby for the very first time as a mom, and you're like, holy moly, do I know what I'm doing, right? You were just offered this huge opportunity to stretch, right? When baby number 2 comes, and there's that commercial out there somewhere where the mom is interviewing the caretaker for the first baby, and they don't have the PhD and they're not sure they're worthy of watching their child. And the next one, she's like, oh, gotta go, here's baby, I'm on my way out. There's numbers on the refrigerator, and we're all good. So that's for me one of those examples of what it means to stretch ourselves. And that stretch is a little bit scary. That stretch is a moment where you're not sure that you really can do this. So all of you are here because you want something more. And as you start down that journey, you're going to have successes. You're going to get that first person that says, yes, I want to be on your team. I want to be your recruit. And you're going to be so excited, and things are going as planned, and it's normal. But there are going to be those opportunities when somebody tells you no. Sometimes it's your very best friend that tells you no, and you're like, oh, what? I don't get this. And it gives you an opportunity to look at things differently, to look at them from a different angle, and to see where my opportunity to grow is in that obstacle that came, in that objection that was offered, in that no that you heard. So were you amazed to learn that even though you thought you had stretched as high as you could, the first and the second time you were able to stretch more. So when you were asked to be a parent, you thought you were doing all you could, and then something else came up and you were able to do it. I questioned whether I had enough love for a child. And then that child came and there was plenty of love. And the next child might come and you go, oh, wow, what's left for this kid? And then somehow there's more, right? Melanie has 7, and I'm sure she's found enough love for every single one of them. So I want you all to do that right now. I want us to stretch. I want you to your arms and reach up, and reach up. Reach up high. Okay, and then put them down. Okay, now I want you to reach higher than you did the first time. You said, wait, I already reached up enough. Can you do it? Can you get a little bit more? Can you get your back a little bit straighter? Can you get there? You can, right? And put them down. I'm going to you. Can you get even higher than you did the first 2 times? Do whatever it takes. Stretch yourselves out and get as high as you can. Just keep going, 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 going. If you did it along the wall, you could see where your fingers were, and you could stretch it further, and you could stretch it further. And it's amazing. When we ask ourselves to reach for a goal, we are going to hit it. I'm a teacher. I know that where I set my bar for my students is likely where many of them will, some of them just above, some of them are just below, and some of them will work just hard enough to reach that bar. And I've found that if I do not set that bar high enough, I have cheated those kids. I have not given them the opportunity to stretch. I have not given them the opportunity to become who they knew they could be. So, toes to the fire. You've told us that you've wanted this, right? You've seen in your life where when somebody asks you to do just a little bit more, somehow you find the time. You work full time already. You come home, you clean the house, you cook, you whatever, and then Christmas comes. Somehow it happens. Somehow you buy those gifts. Somehow you get them wrapped. Somehow you get the house cleaned. And Christmas happens, even though you felt there was not another moment to spare in your life. Am I right? So your director and the upline is going to hold your little to the fire. You've said you wanted this, and we're going to remind you that you wanted this, and we're going to keep asking you to stretch a little bit more. Is it going to be uncomfortable sometimes? Yeah. If we get to the point where we gave you blisters by putting your toes to the fire, let us know. We will back off, right? There's no pain, real pain involved in this. Rest assured that these activities will not only help you get to the director level, but they will also help you maintain a strong director team, because they're going to help you put in place systems that work, systems that are repeatable. There are things in your life that used to be hard for you. Remember when you first learned to drive? And there was like looking in the rearview mirror and checking the mirrors and doing the turn signal. And if you were a stick shift, remembering to do the clutch and shift and all of that at one time. And you were like, you couldn't, it was hard to do it all. And now you get in the car and you hardly even think about those tasks. They are automatic to you. When you first had to log on to a computer, those of us that were older and, you know, weren't born with a computer in our hands, sometimes getting to those places, it was really hard. And now we do them automatically. So we're going to help you build systems where you ask your host 5 times if they want to be recruited and want to be on your team. We're going to build systems that help you be a strong director and maintain your team. We will never ask you to do anything that we aren't already doing ourselves. And we're going to give you systems that work. And so, who's ready for the ride? Give me a thumbs up. You ready for the ride? Very good.
Yes, yes. And that's it. And we're going to be giving you guys what you need to grow. So keeping that mindset. I love that. So that's going to be our focus for this week, is that mindset. And we'll post that so you guys can keep reminding yourselves. But any questions so far? So I'm going to go into some booking ideas for you guys. And Scott said, thank you for the words, Pamela. Okay. Well, then I'm going to go right in, and we're going to start on your party schedule is the foundation of which your business stands, right? So the very first thing we'll focus on is booking a full calendar for the next 2 weeks. Because what we're going to give you guys to do over these next 2 weeks, we need you to be able to practice. And if you don't have shows to practice, it's not going to be worth your time right now. So we really want to help you get those shows so you can really see how this is all going to work. Successful Leaders holds 2 in-person or 4 virtual parties each week. Those of us, we're not doing in person yet, so 4 virtual every week, and that's the numbers. It's all in the numbers. So like we were saying, you're going to have 4 shows. Each show, you want to have a goal of having 50 guests, and then making sure that you ask the hosts 5 times. So these are the little things that we know make a difference in your show. And those are the things that really do make a difference in your bookings and recruiting. So there is a formula to success, and we're going to be sharing that with you guys. One of the things that is, like we were just talking, it is a stretch yourself further than you are comfortable with. And one of those things is to make 30 contacts a day until your calendar is fully booked. Okay. So everybody's like, what? Yeah. Okay. So 30 contacts a day. And if you break that down, you're like, oh, okay. Because those contacts are not going to be just new ones that you come across. They are guests that you hadn't followed up with. Those are green dotting, people that are on Facebook right now. It is people that you just come to mind and you want to reach out to. It is family, it is friends. And so if you break those down, it's more than 30 a day. So you're going to do 30, then have the time to follow up. Tomorrow, you're going to do 30 more. Because I don't know how many friends you have on Facebook, but in your parties, you have, we'll say 20 to 40, 50, 60 people of members. Those are people you can follow up with too. So you could take a party, follow up with those. If you have 40 people, just take 1 a day and you can do those. And as you're doing 4 parties, that's more people to follow up with. So that 30 contacts a day to fill your calendar really is not as overwhelming as it may originally think of, right? If you put it in those perspectives, you can definitely come up with 30 people. Very simple. And we're going to give you ideas also of people that you can reach out to, but that is something we are going to challenge you to do, is 30 contacts a day until your calendar is fully booked. Yeah? So can I have you guys raise your right hands? I promise to make 30 contacts a day. Yes. Okay, done. Because you're going to be reaching out through those people with private message, with texting, with calling, with emailing, with all the different avenues and different social platforms that we can reach out to them. We'll give you words, we'll give you ideas of what to share, but that's what you're going to be focused on, is every day keeping track. We're going to have a tracker for you guys to fill out too, so that you'll feel very organized and you'll know who to follow up with based on the conversations you have. Yes, Scott, share that, please. And remember, thank you. Remember, friends, family, and networking while you're out and about also can be added to that 30 list. It doesn't have to be sitting in front of your computer reaching out. You could run to, the store and you talk to someone that's looking at produce. You could talk to them that, do you have a tip that I could share at my next, Facebook party, so that I can talk to people about how to pick the right produce or whatever. And it's just starting those conversations and asking, when was the last time you had a Facebook party? When was the last time you saw a catalog? Those kind of things are just starting those conversations. But when you are talking to people, there's 2 things that we want you guys to really think about. And it's the booking language. So you want to think about, are you coming across desperate, or are you coming across determined? And so what's the difference, right? So what we want to do is we want to think about this, is when you're talking to people, when you're sending those messages, desperation language is something like this. It is something that is maybe pushy or salesy, or you're like, hey, I need you to have a party for me, or you're like begging, or it's about yourself. You lack the confidence and trust. Like I was saying, its focus is more on you and not on them. Will you help me get bookings? Will you help me? That's definitely desperation language. you could, if you've ever used these language, I've been guilty of using these before too, is if you can help me out, or I need help, or I'm trying to reach my goal and I just need blah, blah, blah. Those are words that we want to steer away from, because those are words that are coming across as desperate. And people that want to work with people that are desperate, they want to work with people that are confident and determined and excited. And so the difference would sound something like this. So you're wanting to be more sincerely curious about how you can help them. Being flexible if they can't, have a party this week, maybe next week kind of thing. So you demonstrate genuine excitement for your work. You're so excited about this host special this month. I really wanted to make sure you knew about it so you could take advantage of it. That's talking about someone else and what they can get from it. Your authentic desire to share with everybody. I mean, not just friends and family, but everybody you talk to, you're excited about what you do. You want to be loud and proud about your being a consultant and how you really have solutions to people's needs right now. The language, the phrases that you want to kind of try to start to use instead would be, I thought of you because. I know you are wanting to cook more at home, and I thought this would be perfect for you so that you could really get these tools to help you in the kitchen. Or I'd love to help you get that air fryer for 60% off. I would love to be able to get that to you for, instead of $249, you can do it for $111. So those type of things. Or wouldn't it be fun to do a summer fresh and fun party? Really teach people how to cook and eat healthier over the summer. So those are things that you're kind of confident and excited and determined to help them. And so can you kind of see the difference in determination versus desperation with those examples? Yeah, okay. Because it's really all about your potential host. It's about thinking about them and how you can serve them. So how can you solve their problems in the kitchen, or how can you add a little more fun into their day? And so those are the kind of things you always want to be thinking of, is whoever you're talking to, if you know them, how this can help them. And if you don't know them, it's talking about how they can get free stuff and how, this is great for them. So you guys have questions about the difference there?
And those are all things that you believe in, right? You believe in the free product. You believe in the product themselves. So those are all things that'll come across with a passion that will ignite something in those people. And so that's kind of where that trust comes from, is because it's really easy generally to tell when somebody is being genuine. And when you're doing something, and when we believe that this is what we're offering to them, and we believe that we have been blessed with this, that comes across in that belief to other people, and it's much more likely to generate that yes.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's the thing, is building that relationship. That's also what's going to help you get that booking. It's not just, hey, I saw you on Facebook, let's just do a party. It's hey, are you cooking more at home? Just those kind of little questions. We could put some out there too for you guys to help you with those conversations, to start with people so that it can lead to that booking. So planting those seeds so that way you can continue to water those so that you can see the fruit of your labor. And that's what we're going to get to. But when you're making these calls, you guys, there are steps that will help you set the date. So you're going to start by sharing why you thought of your contact, whoever it is, and then the favorite 4 F words. Okay, they are, do you guys know what they are? Fun. I saw fun. Friends. Free. And finalize. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with fun, right? Fun is always what people want right now, especially fun. Exactly, Pamela. Talk about the fun of the party. You can share the theme or recipe and what they'll love about it. So if you do have a summer theme, they're going to be learning, grilling ideas and salad ideas and, whatever it is. You can kind of set the expectation of what they're going to learn and how that can really, really help them right now. The fun of the games that we play and the way that we get to share, and you get to watch videos and see how tools work in action, the fun stuff about it. Talk about friends. Mention how much fun everyone will have when we get together. People thank me for inviting them to this party. So, it's just something that people need in their life. They need something positive. They need a different outlet than what's, going on right now. So having your friends and having that togetherness and being able to spend a little bit of time in some positive environment, people really, really appreciate it and they love it. Free, share how much free they're going to get as the host. And that's the thing, is the more people we have here, the more outside orders they get, the more more outside orders they collect, the more free they get. And so their wish list needs to be huge, really big. And I like to get my host wish list right away when we book like the first day of the party. Like, go into the dashboard and start your list. I want to know everything that you want, because that really will show them how much they need in sales and how much to get there. So that's where, once you have the party booked, that wish list is a big deal. Nice. And then finalize. So that's where you are going to set the date for their party. And that's the final. That's the fourth F word. And so that's where you always start on Mondays. So would you like to start on the 10th or the 17th? And you only give them 2 options. And just like a doctor's, when you call them, they say, oh, can you come in on the 10th? Okay. So people are home, people are doing much. So having a party start next Monday is perfect, because we actually start our process on Wednesday so that they are invited Friday to start the weekend inviting. So Monday starts the party. So I have actually done parties where I said, hey, do you want to have a party on, today? We can get you set up and started right away. So it doesn't have to be months out. People can start a Facebook party and it can run starting tomorrow. So it doesn't have to be held off too far. But when you're offering those, I like to say I do Mondays. So I'm going to give you some examples of what these steps could look like. So I'm going to use Sarah as an example here. Says, hey, Sarah, it's Shelly. I'm not sure if you remember me. We met at Mary's Pamper Chef party back in March. I'm so excited because there are some incredible things going on at Pamper Chef. And I thought of you because I know you love to eat healthy. Would you like to know more? So you just send that little message to people and they're going, yeah, tell me more. So it's just planting the seed, getting them excited, not throwing up on them, telling them everything. It's small segments, small messages that you send to people. So it gets them intrigued to want to know more. So after they say, sure, you can go on with, hey, I've been doing this great virtual party called Summer Fresh and Healthy Eating. It's all about eating healthy from lunch to dinner. And it's something that people are really, really loving right now. One of the recipes I'm sharing is whatever the name is. And my hosts and guests are really amazed at how easy it is. And let's see. I also post daily games, prizes. We have product information, some fun recipe inspiration, and so much fun that your friends are going to thank you for inviting them. Well, I'm lost my place. So most of my hosts earned about $200 in free and discounted products. My next opening date is on the 10th of August. What do you think? So just sending that little bit, and then it continues on. So if you're a new consultant, I've got verbiage that you can use for that. If it's someone that you know well, I've got verbiage to share with you to send to those people. And so depends on where you're at in your business, you're going to be copying and pasting these words to your contacts. So you're not going to have to try to create something new. You're not going to try to go, what do I say? You're just going to say, oh, that is a copy and a paste. And you're going to do that to 30 people. And so if there's someone you know, you've got this message to do. If there's someone you met at a party, you've got this message to send. So you're going to have that resource. So you open it up, have a page open of the resources, and have the page open with your contacts. Copy, paste, and you go back and forth between your tabs. If you're on your phone, same, swipe, swipe. But that's what we're going to give you guys, because it's really, really important that right now you're reaching out to enough people to get your business where you want it. Right. Okay. We are going to have the trackers up there so you guys can keep track, because there's nothing worse than calling someone, contacting them, and then going, oh yeah, so I'm going to follow up with them, and then forget what you had said you would do. And then you're now scrolling back through to see who you had contacted before. And it's just taking up too much time. So we want to help you feel organized, know who you talked to, what they had said, and that way it's all in one place. So if you need to follow up, you can see that there wasn't one. Within 24 to 48 hours, you can send this really quick little message saying, hey, I know we all get really busy. I just wanted to see if you saw my message and what you thought about it. That's it. You send that to them if they hadn't responded to the message you sent them. And then most people go, oh yeah, I'm sorry, I've been so busy. Yes, I definitely wanted to know more about that. Or thank you so much for thinking of me, but not right now. And so then once you get those responses, screenshot their answer, send it to your director. We're going to help you with a response to send back to them. So that way you'll start to get the routine of what people say, how to respond. Okay. We will also give you the verbiage of how to follow up with people. So that way you guys have those also at your fingertips of what to do. think that's it for that section. But you guys have questions. I see I talk fast. I get super excited. So I wanted to see if there was something you want me to cover a little more, anything that you're like, oh, okay, so now if they did this, so any questions, now's the time.
Let's get into where we locate all of the information, just, you know, to make it easier for everybody. Because I know even me now as a director, I'm still like, okay, where do we find it? Where do we go?
Yep. So for this month, everything that you're going to be needing is in the Made for More August 2020. Everything we're going to share this month is all going to be in that one group. So you guys can go back and find desperation versus determination language. You're going to find the conversation to copy and paste if you're a new consultant, if you've got leads. I mean, all of it is going to be in that group. So you guys can copy paste right from there, and it's all in one spot. So I'm glad you said that, Rachel.
You can put your link for your tracker there. We'll put some other trackers there. We'll put examples of those vision boards there.
Yeah.
And we'll put reminders of what your homework is there.
Exactly. And so that way you guys, we're just going to keep you guys really informed. Be checking that at least once a day so that you guys know what we're planning, what's going on. Dream Builders, you guys are all part of that. That's where the blitz is going to happen. Because not only are you guys really working toward filling your calendar, we want to help our team to do the same. So that's where we're going to be putting all the ideas for bookings this next week.
And that group works like any other group. So just like when you put your people in a party group and you ask them to turn on their notifications so they get all the messages, you're going to want to turn on your notifications for this group as well. So you get the notifications when we add them.
Yeah,
Good.
Thank you for that reminder of the notification. One of the last things that we're going to be chatting about here is because recruiting is what is really going to drive your business so that you can grow. You can make more money, you can build a team, and you can go from there. So what we're going to be doing with you guys is helping you brainstorm who to ask, okay? I'm going to be giving ideas in the group tomorrow. You guys want to go in there, and we're going to have a feed on there of who you can think of in these categories. I would want you to list them by name, who you come up with. Because in that way, when we talk, we have a resource of who you're talking to and how you can approach them, what you can say to them. So in there, we're going to be having, and it is actually, let me get the date so that I can get this for you guys. We have an opportunity event. So as over the next 2 weeks, you guys are going to be inviting people on the 14th. We're going to be doing another opportunity event. So it's going to be on Zoom. It's going to be like this. We do have a slideshow. We do have a PowerPoint. But it's going to be an opportunity for you to invite people too. But if you talk to them tomorrow, don't make them wait to the 14th. No, you're going to have them do a conversation with your director to help you with what to say to them and answer their questions right there. But you do have the opportunity to invite people every other Friday to our opportunity event. So be watching for that to come up. So we're going to give you ideas. So just off the top of your head, I'm just going to have you kind of brainstorm for a second to yourself. These are the people you're going to be asking. So people that need extra income, people that need more fun in their life. They have a situation similar to yours, so that way they really do start to become, relatable, right? You would love to work with them, the past or upcoming hosts, rock star guests, and then whoever else you could think of. So these are just some ideas that you're going to be sharing tomorrow of who comes up into those categories for you. And then I'm going to be putting verbiage right in there so that you can copy and paste right to those people. So for those that are new, right, there's a couple of you still in your 90 days. This is something that you could send to people that you're thinking of that to join our team. It's like, hey, Brittany, how are you? Did you see my exciting announcement on Facebook? I made a big decision to start my own pampership business, and I love it. I thought of you right away because whatever the reason is. And I was curious if you'd be up to learning more about earning extra income or adding a little more fun to your life. Little segments, little bit. Don't throw up on them telling them everything they could get when they become a consultant. And what you're most, no. Simple, ask a question. Let it be a two-way conversation so that you can build that relationship and see how this can help them. So, they're just going to be simple words like that to help you talk to people that you're asking to join our family. There's those who are considering joining, what you could send to them, someone that you know And then what to say once they say maybe or yes. So these are all of the resources you're going to be utilizing, because getting bookings and asking people to join our family is your focus for this next month. So you need to have all these at your fingerprints of what to say to people, right?
Always, when you get a response back, you can always screenshot that. We encourage that and send it to one of us and say, hey, you can offer what you thought you were going to say, or you can just say, hey, what do I say?
Exactly. You get nervous. And that's it, is you're going to be doing this scared. You're going to be doing this because it's better for you and better for them, you know, giving them the opportunity. And so, like she was saying, you're going to have conversations that you don't know what to say. And you just copy and paste, and we're going to help you. So any questions about that? I went over the last bit really fast because we got to the end of our time together, but it's all going to be in the group so you guys can review that. We will have this recording so you guys can come back and see that. But yeah, so the things that you're going to be doing here, we're going to do a little rundown again, just to review. Weekly check-in on Wednesday, and you will be reaching out to your director to see what time works for both of you. Because you're going to be talking about your parties, your bookings, and your recruit leads. That's what we talk about on Wednesdays. So we're going to continue that. 30 contacts a day using determination language, right? And track your results. You're going to invite people to our opportunity event or to talk more with your friend that does Pamper Chef. That would be your director. Remind consultants, it says, to post their personal vision board if they have not done one yet. So you will be seeing some vision boards so you guys can start thinking of yours and creating yours over the next week. Because it really will make a difference in your focus and what you're working on. We're going to be having you guys take a booking training. We may post one in the group, or you can take whatever booking training you were finding. We want you to write down 3 takeaways and share them in our group. Because if you took a training on Dash, tell us which one you took and what you took away. If you took one that was from a Saturday Success, or if you found in our Dream Builders, or wherever you found this idea or the booking, where you found it and what you took away. Because that's going to really help all of us learn new ideas and what is really, you know, beneficial. Because you may take it and you'll learn something totally different than someone else. But your takeaways will inspire others to want to take that training too. Yeah. So that's kind of it, you guys, in a nutshell. But it's really something special that we get to do this with you guys. So I'm glad you're here. Patty?
And that, I was just going to say, and Dash is really good. So if you are still brand new or within those first 30 days or so and you haven't gone on Dash, it's really, really good. And start at the beginning for the welcome and just start working through. And be sure to reach out to your director too, because there's certain things in there you may not understand, and they'll help you get through that.
Yeah. And that's the thing. And the nice thing about Dash is that it only gives you where you're at. It's not going to give you more, it's not going to give you any trainings that you aren't ready for. So in the beginning, welcome, first 15, call your director, you know, in between there, keep working forward, because they are specified and perfect for exactly where you're at with your business. So take them, all of them. This is a very new training that they have for us. They just updated it, so it's even more specialized to what we need. So Dash should be in your daily repertoire. They're quick, easy little trainings. So take them all the time to keep yourself educated, keep yourself fresh, and to be learning something every day.
So I started Dash from the beginning this week, and I cannot believe how much I'm learning. And I've been with Pampered Chef for a lot of years. So Dash was something that they added while I was away and I was busy. And I just thought, you know what, I have new people joining. I need to know what this is. And wow, that's all I can say. Wow.
Wow. Yeah. And if you haven't taken it, or it's been a while, you know, refresher, know what your new consultants are going to be taking so that you can, you know, make sure that whatever they're doing, you can kind of like follow along and be like, oh yeah, I took that. I know exactly what you're talking about. So be familiar with what you're having your team do. Yeah. So how many of you guys are excited? Yes. Yes. Okay. And how many of you are like, oh my God, what am I doing? Yes.
A little bit of both.
You what?
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both. That's good. That's good. Because
That's a really healthy spot to be.
It's very healthy, and you're in good company. Everybody's feeling the same way here. And so since you guys are all in the same boat, working and growing together, you can all support and help each other with, oh my gosh, you guys, I took this training, you have to take it. It was so good. Or I talked to this host and she said this, what do you think I should? So we're going to use this group for you guys to grow together. Share your, your excitements, celebrate with each other, share your, concerns and what do I do about this? Because it's a very safe place for you guys to be sharing and to grow together. Yeah.
And like Shelly said, you're in the same boat. Splash each other every once in a while. Challenge each other. Row together. You are stronger as a team. So even though we're all a team, this is your promotion team. This is the people you're going to grow with.
Yep. Pretty fun, huh? This is our private group, you guys. Just you guys. So you get our specialized attention. For the next month, it's you and me. It's us here all the time. The rest of the team, they get our trainings that come up on our business pages. You guys get our specialized attention because we are going to help you with what you want. So be ready for that. We're linking ours, guys. We're going together. So fun. All right. Well, if there are no other questions, we're going to let you guys go for the night. Be looking in our group so you get the information, the follow-ups, the information that you're going to need. And we'll be talking to you guys soon. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. We are so excited to be working with you. We will be talking to you guys soon. Have a good night. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.